Hey everyone, so today I'd like to do an unboxing of the iPhone SE newest version. Now I have the 128 gig version here, but before I do that I want to talk about why I chose the iPhone SE in 2020. Well, for one, it has the same processor as the iPhone 11 Pro, and that phone starts off at $1,000 with the 64 gig version, and it goes up from there. Not only that, this phone was released a few months ago. It starts off at $399. This version is $449, and a 256 gig version is $549. And I like that Apple kept the pricing like this, even though it has the same chip as the iPhone 11 Pro, their top of the line model. Why did I choose the iPhone SE in 2020 when there are so many other phones that are bigger and obviously better? Not so much the pricing, but because of the smaller size. Being a guy, I don't carry around a bag or something like that to keep my phone in, right? So what do we end up doing, especially with bigger phones today? Putting it in our back pockets, holding it in our hands, and then what ends up happening? You leave it somewhere, you forget it. How many times you've forgotten your phone, basically, because you can't keep it in your pocket. It's just too big. So you sit on it, you forget it. So I chose to get the iPhone SE for the smaller size and the upgraded internals. The phone I use currently now suited my needs perfectly, but I wanted something that I can get some newer apps on and things like that. Apple did a good job in refreshing the internals. I find it ironic that Apple chose the iPhone 6 and the 6S, even 7 or 8, design to use on the iPhone SE and took away the iPhone SE's design to use on their new iPhone 12, which will drop in late October. You would think Apple, being the company that it is and the engineers and designers they have on staff, somebody would be able to produce a design that is 21st century and will take us into the new decade. But I guess that's Apple for you. Now, the reason why I also chose this phone is because you have the ability to get software updates. The original version, iPhone SE, dropped in April 2016, and you will be able to get iOS 14 when that comes out in late October, along with the iPhone 12. The iPhone 6S came out in September 2015, and you will be able to get iOS 14 on that also, which is amazing because you're looking at phones that will be over 5 years old and still be able to get software updates and OS updates, right? Something Android has yet to do. Within 2 years, 3 years maybe, you can't get updates. And not just updates, not just OS updates, but security updates. And I know they push monthly security updates for Android, but it's still not the same, right? And what do we use our phones for? Me personally, that's another reason why I chose the iPhone SE, was its ability to do what I needed to do. Phone calls, text messages, the browser, and a camera. But when iOS 14 drops, and I know there are numerous features that are available, but one of the things I'm excited about, or one of the things I look forward to, is the ability to hide apps you no longer use. And Apple does have some, well, they have more than some, but they have various apps that are practically useless on the phone. And we don't use them, we have no need for them, and they're still there. But having the ability to hide them, because you still need those apps for the OS to function properly, I guess that's the reason why you can't delete them. You need those apps, but having the ability to hide them would be really good. And I know only of one other operating system that did that, but I'll talk about those things in another video. So that's one of the things I like about iOS 14. Other than that, this phone comes in 3 colors also. White, this black version, and the red version. I covered the serial numbers and whatnot here, so don't mind that. So yeah, this will be my very first iPhone. So Apple, if you're listening, I've never owned an iPhone before, but the iPhone SE will be my very first iPhone. So let's jump into it and I'll show you what comes in this box. So let's see here. Now, I'm just gonna hold it like this, and there's a little tab here. Comes out in all one piece. And so this is the iPhone SE, brand new. And let's open it. Designed by Apple in California. And there you have it. iPhone SE 2020 version. Apple doesn't call this the iPhone SE second edition or anything like that. iPhone SE 2, they just call it the iPhone SE. And so here we have the newest version of the iPhone SE. Now, I do have big hands, but again, I like the smaller size on a phone. So I'm just gonna put it down sort of right here. They did remove the iPhone name, so they just have the logo back here. I'll try not to get too much glare on it. So there we have it, the iPhone SE 2020 version. Now in the box also is charger and a charging cord and some headphones. Apple certainly has to start including some Bluetooth or wireless headphones in their phone packaging, right? I think they can certainly produce Bluetooth headphones that can be included in the packaging. You already pay enough for the phones as it is, right? I'm not sure why this phone, even though, I mean, it's brand new at the packaging, does have some dust on the screen protector, but I guess that happens. Other than that, that's the iPhone SE 2020. Thanks for watching.